Okay, the next little section that we're going to tackle is common factors. Now, for kids in grade 7, this is not a new concept, so I'm going to go over things, well, not like it's your first time anyways. So common factors, the word common means same, okay? So when we're identifying common factors, we're identifying factors that uh, are factors of more than one number. And we're usually comparing two different numbers, okay? So the definition is common factors are factors that will divide evenly into two different numbers, okay? So we're going to look at, in this example, we're going to look at 12 and 18, okay? So first you list the factors of each of these numbers. So the factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. For 18, we have, and you'd use your divisibility rules and what you know, your facts, your multiplication and division facts to be able to figure out what the factors are. For 18, we've got 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, and 18. Okay, and so now we can identify our common factors. So 1 and 1, that's a common factor. So we're 2 and 2, 3 and 3, and 6 and 6. Those are common factors because they're factors for both 18 and for 12. Now we're also trying to identify what's called the greatest common factor. And the greatest common factor is just the biggest factor between two numbers. And this is going to be really important when we start taking fractions and reducing them or putting fractions into their lowest terms. Okay, so if you struggle at all with multiplication division facts, this is a really good strategy, doing this, what we've just done, and then being able to identify the greatest common factor. That will really help, but I'll get to that later on. Okay, let's do another example here. Oops, of course. So our next example, we're going to look at 24 and 36. A little bit bigger numbers, so there's a few more factors. So for 24, using your divisibility rules and such, our factors are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and then 24. Okay. You'll notice that as soon as you get half of an even number, as soon as you get to half, there are no more factors except for the number itself. Okay. 36, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 12, 18, which is half, and then 36. Okay, so we got all sorts of common factors, right? We have 1 and 1, 2 and 2, 3 and 3, 4 and 4, 6 and 6, 12 and 12. That's all of them. So our greatest common factor, that's the biggest common factor, that's our 12 and our 12. Okay, so that's how you do it. So whenever you're comparing two numbers, if you are trying to identify their common factors, you list all of their factors first, just like what we've done in these two examples, and then you can actually see which ones are common between those two. And then the second thing that you can also do is identify the okay, let me back up. And what you can also do from this is you can identify the greatest common factor.